All right.
Cool.
I think I titch early, but we got to.
We'll get there. We'll
Yeah.
fix it in post.
Yeah.
Oh God. I always feel like the need to like do some like big thing at the start of the first Schlocktober episode, like some fucking like the lighthouse hark monologue. But like
Oh, yeah.
I didn't prepare. Like the thing is, I only ever think about this like 10 seconds before we're starting recording. like literally this thought will not pass through my brain again until 1 year from today.
I mean, I think it's just like a running gag you'll just need to keep up of like forgetting.
Next year I'll rewrite the hark monologue.
Yes.
Yeah, or something like that.
Next year I'll show my ass and my little jammies.
Yes.
Next year's Schlocktober will just be me cranking it to a mermaid fetish in the
I mean, haven't we all?
sure.
avant-garde podcasting, to be sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I'm the Marina Abramovich of podcasting.
Oh my god. I mean, I think I literally am, considering I'm doing a course which is like half on performance art,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
which is yeah. I'm like, okay, when I'm podcasting, funny, quirky, only hear my voice, and then in real life, I'm just like crawling around on the floor and screaming. It's my art is. I've got many different disciplines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So I'm back, baby.
A Jill of many trades, to be sure.
hmm
So what's up?
Oh, you know.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't know
Yeah.
about you. Just vibing. I mean, looking forward. October in the UK is also Black History Month, so it's like double
Oh.
whammy for me.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's we're also celebrating that for this episode.
Internationally. Not
Yeah.
in any way whatsoever. Like we're doing the opposite of that
Honestly,
ideologically.
like
Yeah.
there are a few movies I can think of that would be worse for this
I will
than the.
a fabulous brick joke. I mean, as far as they go, terrible, but also kind of good.
Right,
Yeah.
the setup, and then an hour and a half later the payoff. Like the
Structure works.
The structure. I think Neve put this in the chat last night when we watched it, and we'll get to this. But just the structure of the joke is great. Cannot speak to the content of it.
No, exactly. I feel like Eli Roth made a whole movie to deal with the fact that he had psoriasis and to make a really bad joke.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Racist Santa Claus. Welcome to Schlocktober, everyone. It has low from atop the mountains. It has descended upon us yet again as the sun has set into the horizon. Smile is bonking on her tank, so there's some noises there. Sorry about that, but welcome to Fear Baiting. It's Schlocktober. It's our annual celebration of the worst horror movies that cinema has to offer us. I'm Sarah.
I'm Blair.
And we're joined by friend Alex.
Hi, I'm back. I realize this is me being a third time guest, I think.
I believe so. At least
Love-
third time.
Yeah, love that for me. Love being on.
Love that for you.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
I'm glad to be back. I'm recording in a while. Life's been hectic, but listen, I love a bad movie. I love horror. I love you guys, and I love Eli Roth, and we'll get into it. And this will be
Yes.
the public trial of Miss Alex Charles. But
I but getting into the trials and tribulations of one Eli Roth, as this is our first dip into his filmography.
I can't believe that. Like, as long as this has been going, I cannot believe that.
I mean, what else would we have done if it? I mean, I have no real like desire to watch Hostel or Hostel Part 2.
No.
We would have no reason to touch on Death Wish, the remake of the Richard Branson classic.
Yeah,
and also I feel like I've just gotten punched in the. I feel like I just got sucker punched because I just read after Death Wish in the same year he also directed The House with a Clock on Its Walls, that like children's movie with Jack Black.
Yeah,
and
that's what I mean. Wild.
So,
Also, I think you mean
crazy.
Charles Bronson and not Richard Branson, because Richard Branson is the Virgin guy.
I did mean Charles Bronson. Yes.
I wish Richard Branson was in that. I kind of wish someone would beat him up, but you know.
Oh my god. But yeah, we watched the original 2002 film Cabin Fever for this inaugural Schlocktober episode, and what a movie.
Boy, was it ever a movie from the year 2002. You know?
Yeah, you could you could carbon date this thing.
And you know what? This is a film. So I put this in the City Girls Discord. My favorite. I've got two favorite pieces of trivia that I wanted to have up top. One, the auditions were like for Marcy.
Yes.
Like it was a monologue she has, and then she talks about like when a plane crashes and everyone just wants to screw. Day of the auditions, 9/11.
Yeah.
And everyone, because they couldn't reach everyone, they still went to the auditions, which I'm not being funny. I feel like if 9/11 happened, I'm not going to go to an audition. Like
no, yeah.
Like that like honestly, like no, not out of respect for the state in any way, shape, or form, just being like, oh yeah, this is an excuse to get out of doing audition today.
But also, like, come on, yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a terrorist attack. I'm gonna stay in bed. You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna stay home. But the other info is Peter Jackson stopped the filming of The Lord of the Rings 3 times to show this to the crew.
Why? Why?
Like I know he likes horror. Like that was his thing, obviously.
Sure,
like he did.
Sure.
But I feel like why are you stopping filming 3 times? Peter, this film is a lot of money.
Yeah.
For a second, I processed that you saying, Peter, this film is a lot of money, not as you saying The Lord of the Rings is an expensive production, but instead saying, Peter, the VHS copy of Cabin Fever that you rented from Blockbuster is a lot of money.
Yeah, and he had to like rent it 3 times. He didn't just like, oh, we're just gonna extend the rental. Like,
he wanted to make sure Blockbuster had some walking around money.
Absolutely. Lord knows
it was that investment that kept Blockbuster alive until 2011.
It kept Blockbuster alive long enough for me to buy Hostel 1 and 2 on DVD at a Blockbuster when I was well underage. And like the person serving me like looked at me and was like, and then my mum was just in the background like on her phone or something, and she was like, "Yeah, you can get it." I don't give a shit.
That rules.
Bad pairing, questionable parenting, but very funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think if it makes a good enough story, then it's like worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen bits of this movie. Like from just osmosis, I suppose, but I'd never actually.
The pancakes bit's the only part. The pancakes bit's the only part that I've ever seen from this movie, but I've seen it so many times.
This is good. It's the best part of the movie. It's the only good part of the movie.
That kid just fucking stunts on Bert. Like, that kid's got a fucking like brown belt in Taekwondo.
It's sick.
Well, but we will get there because we should start the movie of Cabin Fever, directed by Eli Roth.
Yes,
with music composed by Angelo. Fucking wait, I can never pronounce
Mr. Twin Peaks.
Mr. Twin Peaks, Angelo Badalamenti himself, which
it's so intense.
I screamed when I saw his name. How, what strings did he pull for that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and there's not, I mean, it goes to show that, like, the quality of this movie, not high, because there were moments where that music was like, this is pointing in the direction of something that's way higher brow than whatever this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie is such a fucking anomaly. Okay, so to start with, I think one of the things that really, like, this movie starts with 2 minutes of opening credits with no sound over them whatsoever. Like, I thought, like, I had, like, gone in, when we streamed this movie last night, I had, like, gone into the file and, like, checked it and made sure that the audio and the subtitles worked, and, like, jumped to, like, the 5-minute point of the movie, and, like, yeah, okay, someone talks, they got subtitles, cool. But when we started the movie proper, I was like, did I break something? Because there was literally no sound for the entire, like, opening credits salvo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when I watched it, it was that, and I could, like, very faintly hear, like, crickets or something, but it's still a choice to make it silent.
Yeah, I
Right?
think it was like a horror movie noises, you know, like just sort of random ambient horror movie noises. I think that
Right.
was like but there's you
Stairs
I don't know,
creaking
but, like,
dot
the fucking
web.
dubs. Yeah.
Yeah. If only we had, like, a
Cicada
famous
cry
composer
dot.
to...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, we had like a really good composer or something to make an opening title music, or just use one of the other songs from it. But no, let's have silence.
Yeah. And then
It we we meet does this guy what was this guy what did this guy's name wind up being?
Henry the
Henry.
Hermit.
Yeah.
Henry. This guy Henry, he's like hunting something. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, but he like comes across a dead he's like toting a dead rabbit, and he like comes across a dead wolf in the woods, and
What's
he
his
like
dog?
he tries. Oh, it's his. Is it his dog?
Is
It
his
is his
dog
dog.
okay? Because he's like
Yes,
particularly
it is.
upset. But he doesn't
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
concerned that there's blood on its tummy and its eyes are open and
Yeah,
not
because
moving.
well, the thing that happens is that he like tries to swing the rabbit in front of the dog's mouth because like I guess he thinks it's playing dead or something. And then he like lifts the dog's paw up, and the dog like splits open hot dog style in the tummy, and like just blasts him with blood.
Yeah, just like red paint, just jam.
Yeah.
Filled with
And
jam.
then yeah, and then immediately cuts to like I guess our cast of characters with Marcy being like screaming at the kid's face, like college is a fucking scam, don't go. Which she's
Yeah.
right, but yeah, okay, level whiplash cut.
Yeah. So yeah.
She's just screaming at some little skinhead looking kid just slurping on a Slurpee, and she and her friends we meet Paul, Jeff, Bert, Marcy, and
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen. Yes,
I
thank
just
you.
called her not Anna Faris the whole time.
Absolutely.
She looks so much like her. I mean, I don't know if she does, but she does.
I mean, she's like, yeah, it's like soft round blonde, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then they're going, I guess, on their like end. They're like, no more exams. We're teenagers, even though
Yes.
I watched it with my mum because I was like, oh, I've got to watch this movie for my friend's podcast, and then my mum was sort of ironing while it was on, and she's like, how are they balding?
I know. Oh my god, that actor made me insane every time he was on screen because he's like he's got a fucking like berries and cream ass haircut.
He looked like in my notes until I learned his name. I just referred to him as European.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like an ex-boyfriend of mine.
Awful. Everyone looks like just like I was talking about this while we were watching it because it was making me crazy. Everyone looks like an approximation of a real person, but not exactly.
Yes.
Everyone looks like a fake, like actual actor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like everyone looks like the knockoff version, including Ryder Strong, who I've never watched Boy Meets World. I don't even think it was. I don't know if it showed over here. So I have no affection for him whatsoever, but I know who he is. So I'm like, oh, you're the main character. Let's keep going. I need these people to die off because everyone is so unlikable.
Everyone. Oh my god. Like it's I mean, there's not an ounce of charm. Not even in the villains, you know? It's just like the only thing that is able like but I was still able to be transfixed by this movie because just so much happens all the time. You know?
Yeah,
So
this is a movie.
yeah, it's so much of a movie. But yeah, no, nobody. There's no charisma. There's no likability. Yeah, you're like not rooting for anyone. You're just like, can everyone just die already?
Right.
Which I don't think
Um,
is I know like that's the thing with slasher films or whatever, but this isn't really a slasher, and
Mm-hmm.
I yeah, they're just not likable, and it like takes such a long time for people to actually start dying.
Yeah,
Th-
yeah. It's you saying that this is like Eli Roth coming to terms with the fact that he has psoriasis. I put everything in so much more perspective because it's like there's nothing. It's not like it's not a zombie movie. Not
No,
really.
no.
And it's not a slasher. It's just like, what if skin was fucked up and awful?
right.
It's a biohazard movie. Like the
Yeah,
whole thing is
yeah,
about like it's like Contagion. That's the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
it's
But there's no
thing.
that's
source.
exactly what I was gonna say. It's Contagion.
So it's
But
and it
there's
is
no like,
weird.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And the conflict is so like incidental.
Hmm.
It's like it like just happens to. It seems to stumble into the movie.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, like the way the characters deal with everything is just like yeah, it their characters aren't written to the point that they're not written as stereotypes to the point where it's like cabin in the woods, which I think we'll probably get to when we get to questions.
Sure,
People
sure,
aren't
yeah.
Yes.
yeah, people they're not written as stereotypes, they're all just written as dickheads.
Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
They just kind of suck.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they all just like
Like
fucking hate each other. Like there's no
yeah.
who I guess I'm supposed to root for Paul here by virtue of just him like being the least bad, but like
But then
not
he does get kind of rapey. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
yeah.
kind of a freak. He's kind of a freak. Um, yeah. And speaking of stumbling into plot, everyone's like fighting, I guess, or whatever, and Bert has this like gun or like it looks like a cheap rifle. And he's like, I guess
We
hunting
have
for
to
squirrels.
we have to make it. Well, you're jumping ahead a little bit because we have to make a couple of stops on their trip to
Oh my
to the
god, yeah. So
cabin.
yeah, so we get
So
to
they make a stop at like two discrete general stores, and I don't know why. Because the first one they meet a guy with a hat, like I'm sorry, I don't have a more like he looks like Charlie from the Twilight movies, but if you put like a deer hunter hat on him.
yeah,
sure, yeah, absolutely.
he almost looked like he was wearing like makeup, like he was like a 24-year-old wearing like old people makeup. I
Yeah,
don't
a
think they
little
stop
bit.
at two
Yeah,
stores. I think they stop at one, but the old guy just works at the till or whatever. I don't know, but they stop and they do the thing in a horror movie where they stop at the like
at the
well
last gas.
the last gas station with the for the lack of a better term hicks. I'm using big air quotations there.
Right, right, right.
Who are like, oh, be careful, blah, 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 and then they don't heed the warning. It's
Hmm.
so
Right.
on the nose.
It's
And
extremely on the nose.
the warning in this case is in the form of a child with incredible 80s hair metal hair taking a big old bite out of Paul's hand. And I don't know what like clearly Eli Roth said I will investigate this child will have a developmental disability of some variety that I will not go into detail, and I will just make him disabled as a source of horror. He did the Ari Aster classic.
Yeah.
Um and then the kid takes a big bite out of Paul's hand. They go buy their things in the general store. An old guy who looks like Santa says the N-word.
Mhm.
Well,
Because
because
they
there are two brick jokes which will come up later. The first one is like I think it's Bert says to the guy who's like Dennis is the disabled kid's dad, and he says, you ought to put a sign there because it's he's like no everyone knows not to sit next to Dennis, so he's like you better put a sign there, and then later on it does say
I forgot about
don't
this.
sit next
Do
to
not sit
Dennis.
Let's
next
sit
to
next to
Dennis.
Dennis.
And then the other one is like when they're in the store, they ask, "What's the fox pee for?" And the guy at the counter says, "Foxes." And then they say, "What's the gun for?" And he says, "N words."
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then this wraps around to the end of the to the end of the movie when like three black people walk into the store, and there was a moment of terror where I thought these three people were just gonna get their brains blown out by
yeah,
this guy.
it's like Get Out. It's like with the police, the police
Yeah.
sirens and Get Out, but
But it
bad.
turns but it turns out that they've given him an N-word pass, and he's like, here's that gun. Here's the gun that I promised I'd clean up for you.
And then there's hip hop music playing. Oh, and credits.
Yeah. You know, the normal way people communicate about and with their friends.
Right? Like, I just think that like it's if the people who had brought that gun to him for cleaning had been white people, would he have responded to the question with, "What is that gun for?" with whites? Like,
Yeah.
it's.
What I mean, like it's funny, but not because it's actually funny. If that
Right.
makes sense.
No.
It's
100%.
yeah, and I mean the hip hop music when the black people walk in,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
they do. And I was watching it, and when he says that, I'm like, there is even before this film was like just starting, I was like, there's absolutely no way in hell you could get my black ass into a fucking like isolated cabin in the country,
Right, like,
anywhere.
like I'm just thinking, like the we're going way too in depth on a joke that Eli Roth, I'm sure, barely gave a half a moment's thought.
Yeah.
But like,
No, this movie exists for that joke to happen.
but like the idea that these three people are like, okay, we've got our hunting rifle. They're dressed like city like people who live in the city, like in an urban city. Like they're going out to the sticks to get their gun
Driving like
repaired.
5 hours probably,
Yeah, to like like even if this old man is chill, like everybody else in this movie unquestionably racist as hell. Like
It smells of racism. Like just looking at it, I'm like, I don't want to be there. Like
Mm-hmm.
Right,
like
fucking
you've got to
children
make
born.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. So this is a very big tangent. I went to Denmark a couple of weeks ago for work, and like
Mm-hmm.
the children there are all blonde and all stared at me like they'd never fucking seen anyone like black before, and I'm not particularly dark, and I'm very well aware of that. But it made me uncomfortable. Because they were all like,
it's
Sea Children of the
frankly,
Corn. It was so scary.
Yeah.
Frankly, it is entirely possible that they had never seen another black person in their lives before.
Because it was quite it was quite like a small place in Denmark. I wouldn't be surprised. And I was like, thank fuck my dad isn't here, because he would last 2 seconds before he says something. I'm very close to saying something. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to start fights with people's parents in an airport, I just want to go.
Yes.
Just squaring up with like a 9-year-old with a big lolly in his mouth,
Yeah.
just staring daggers into you.
Literally.
Like, I'm just imagining a little European boy with a sailor suit.
It was like Shrek
having gotten a lolly
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I was thinking like, hey, you ever teach your kids not to stare at people?
Yeah.
How you do with children? Tell them not to do that, please.
That's right.
Yeah.
Goodness.
PSA: teach your kids not to stare.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But when they leave the gas station, there's a good joke that where the guy who looks like Charlie Twilight confronts Bert and is like, tell me one good reason you would steal that Snickers bar, and his response is the nougat.
Yeah.
Which did make me laugh.
Yeah.
And then
they drive away, and there's another joke that made me laugh where they're like driving away and like into a more secluded part of the area where their cabin is, and this is completely ADR because it's like an external shot of the truck just like driving through some watery like field area, and like just a little bit of a marsh. And one of the characters is like, fuck, we gotta go back, I forgot my Mott's apple juice.
yeah, it's so fucking stupid. And then when they get to the cabin, like, who is it? Jeff and Marcy
Immediately fucking.
Immediately fucking.
No hesitation. Like, literally, they bring their bags in, and in the trip that they bring their bags into the room that they're staying, they start fucking.
Yeah.
This is the horniest movie.
It's the horny, but it's the least sexy horniest movie.
Oh, no, of course not. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's so horny, but it's so unsexy. Like, the sex scenes are insane. Especially, so this is, like, slightly ahead. But when we do actually see their sex scene...
We cut back and forth on this sex scene a lot. And there's a scene, like, after Jeff busts that, like, he turns over and starts getting, like, fingered or pegged or something by Marcy.
I was like, okay, bitch. I don't know if I want to go into his arse over, like, after, like, a long drive, but...
Right. Like, come on.
Like my man has absolute swamp ass going on. At best case scenario, like, it's just sweaty down there, and there is no way that Jeff has got the best case scenario going on down there at the moment.
But I mean, bold choice for, like, let's have a bit of a pegging. Let's do some implied pegging for our scene. But it does
at the very least fingering. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, at the very least, like a little prostate hello.
Yeah. Well, you know, hashtag feminism.
Exactly. Peg the patriarchy.
Yeah.
And, yeah, my other favorite joke in this sort of segment, I guess, is when Bert says he's going to go shoot squirrels, and they're like, why would you shoot squirrels? And he says, because they're gay.
Yeah.
Which is the most 2002 thing ever.
It is so intensely 2002.
There was something almost, like, nostalgic about this. You know, it was awful, but, like, in a way that felt like comforting and familiar.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, in a way
moments,
that, like,
I guess, at least.
Yeah.
Some were extremely jarring.
Like this, they said they hit the R slur a couple of times in this, which I don't appreciate. But the thing is that, like, I appreciate it far more in a pre-Tropic Thunder era, because before Tropic Thunder, I think that the usage of that word was a lot of, like, ignorance and a little bit less malice. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I think in the aftermath of Tropic Thunder, there was an attempt to an attempt for shitty people to reclaim it by saying Robert Downey Jr. had made it cool.
And blackface too. That was movie.
God, that's right.
Yeah,
because I still think he says that line in full blackface, and it's like, no, it's ironic.
Yeah, God, I forget about that that movie. Tropic Thunder is like 2 years removed from Iron Man.
It was a bold career move.
Yeah.
I have no love for Robert Downey Jr., and I do not want to sound like I'm giving him props for the decision to do ironic blackface in that movie, but it is a hell of a decision to, like, almost lose out on your illustrious, like, screen and television career because of, like addiction reasons, and then to recover from that, and then to say, you know what, let's roll the dice and let's just do a blackface movie.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
It's a real 50-50, isn't it? Like, well, what's a comeback? Blackface? Yeah. And then I should say, the R slur a lot. Cool.
Yeah.
That was
amazing. A main staple of my character.
I should make my catchphrase the R slur.
I know. I do not hand it to him. I'm just like, that's a wild career move. I wouldn't do that.
You know.
Absolutely. Oh, God.
You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to Robert Downey Jr.
Absolutely not.
And I never will either.
No. Oh, God. Yeah, and then so the scene is just, like, I guess, establishing characters, because there's another one where Paul and Karen, they go off, and he's trying to flirt with her because they've been friends since they were kids. He's obviously always had a crush on her. I fucking hate that, like, plot device. Like, who fucking...
Same.
Go outside! There are tons of other people. Yeah. And I guess it's kind of establishes they've been friends, like, at least a few of them have been friends since they were young. I feel like Bert says, like, oh, that thing you've been wanting to do since the 8th grade. And they all went to college together?
But yet, they all seem to absolutely loathe one another.
Yeah, they don't, like, love each other.
I have never encountered, like, a group of, like, a group of friends in a horror movie that, like, seem to have so much animosity towards each other.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like
recognize that's the point, you know, but like,
yeah, but also like at the point that they start working together, it genuinely feels like a movie in which like a ragtag group of people who like do not like each other, who have been like set up to not like each other, finally realize that if they want to get out of this alive, they have to work together instead of like friends being like, oh shit, things like this feels so much more like strangers getting pissed at each other than it does feel like friends getting pissed at
I
each
guess
other.
like maybe
absolutely.
it's showing the gravity of the situation of like you would betray your friends if things were going badly. It's like I don't know. I guess, but then you could have made them actual friends. It would have been more if you're gonna do that. It's more interesting if they clearly really like each other, and then when everything
Right.
starts to go
Everything,
to
These
shit,
people
yeah,
that's
hate
when
each
yeah.
other.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's
it's in
yeah,
this gray area, which is just not
yeah.
interesting at all.
I do think it's like kind of hilarious though that everyone like throws everyone else under the bus like at the first opportunity, you know?
Yeah, I do like that in movies when people just like, "Ah, fuck you," because
Yeah, yeah.
it's funny. I'm a
There's
terrible
no
person.
yeah, there's truly no regard for like other human life, as demonstrated by the fact that what's his name, Bert, like at when he's hunting for squirrels, like shoots the hermit immediately as
I
soon as he
mean,
gets too close.
yeah, he shoots him and it seems to be like accidental, but then he kind of just does it again. Like he doesn't
Ro-
offer him help. He just
yeah,
and like
yeah, yeah.
later, yeah, but it just doesn't really get. He like shot someone and then just goes back to the cabin.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what this is what the typical D&D party does.
Just just shoot someone. You're like, oh, that was an accident. It'll be fine, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And just doesn't mention it really, and just sort of
No.
like
I
brushes it
have to
off.
admit that the idea of just like I am a constant subscriber to the idea if I don't look of the very untrue idea of if I don't look at a problem it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like if I don't look at my $100,000 of student loans it'll go away.
That's
Yeah.
so
Um
true.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a
so
fact.
Yeah.
I can definitely see a world in which I just like say I do not see it after doing something like this.
To be
Oh
fair,
yeah,
but it might be my reaction to it. Depends. I might just walk away from it and just block it from my brain, you know. So when people ask
yeah,
me stuff and
yeah,
I'm like, I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
who remembers
I think the goal
things?
in life is to try to not get in this situation under any circumstances.
Which I wouldn't
Right.
anyway, so I didn't care about them. I was like, I just wouldn't do
Exactly,
this. Like, why the fuck? I would.
exactly.
It makes me want to throw up thinking about being in a cabin in the woods because I would know I'd get murdered. Not even in like a horror movie way. Just like, I don't know,
Right.
random racist people. I'm not going.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
So I don't feel sorry for these people at all. Um,
Right.
and then so there's like a cutback. They're all sitting around a fire. Paul tells the scary story about the bowling alley guy.
Oh my god.
This is so stupid.
It's deeply stupid. And like I kind of just let it wash over me because I was like, this is not going to matter. And as I recall, it doesn't.
No, it's
It
just
does
padding.
not.
But then
Yeah.
I thought it was Eli Roth in the bowling thing. Because they talk about this guy with a bald head who was always smiling. Apparently that's his brother who just happens to look exactly like him. And
Sure,
then
yeah.
later on, like there's a police officer who's played by another one of his brothers, which I also thought was him. And then 5 minutes later, after the bowling alley scene, the actual Eli Roth shows up. Like I was
Yeah.
very confused.
Um
The
yeah.
cop looks so fucking young. Like he's got like this like little like wisps of a mustache that you would see on someone at like age 15 trying really hard to grow theirs out.
Yeah, it's
And like there are multiple scenes when he is like in close up and it's just like him talking to another character and we just have close ups on their like torsos and it genuinely just looks like he is standing on a box outside of frame.
probably is. Because
Yeah.
that we'll get to him later, but like that's a 12-year-old.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure, for sure, for sure.
yeah, they're telling this bowling alley scene, and then another thing which has no consequence at all is Eli Roth showing up as this guy, Justin slash Grimm, I think.
The worst when I saw his facial hair situation, I died. I
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
It's the longest soul patch. It's like it's it's like as if you imagined if you made up a guy in your head from like 2002 edgy subculture.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
says he said he's like a skater and he was in the X Games and he
yeah,
does
he's like,
it
yeah,
very much like create a character Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 energy.
yeah. His name is Justin. He
Yeah,
says,
he
but my skater name is Grim, and I'm like,
yes.
sir, your skater name. I say,
Sir, we needed this guy in Bone Storm back in VHS Viral.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Where
Jesus
was
Christ.
Eli Roth? Where was Eli Roth in Bone Storm VHS Viral?
Oh my
I
god.
just I just love like but my skater name.
There's what a thing. This is Eli Roth's OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
With he's got the fucking like the John Kramer chin strap goatee.
Yeah.
His facial hair looks so bad. It's unreal. It looks like a Sharpie on the chin.
and he has Wolverine hair.
Yeah.
Yes, he has Wolverine
Why?
hair.
And it's a lot, and he's like says to him, he's like, "Oh, can I come sit down?" And they're like, "Oh, it's kind of private." And he's like, "Guess I'll just have to smoke all this weed by myself." And they're like, "Yeah, come over," which I guess is another good joke. But like, he's got
Yeah.
I mean that would be me.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
But he's got like a massive thing of weed, which is he's got like a pound. Is that it? I'm not good with weights.
Yeah,
The-
I think he said
I-
he had a
I don't-
pound, which is like,
That is so
Too much.
weed.
Yeah, even between 5 people, and this also when I was watching it, I mean, I'm gonna use the C word, coronavirus, um, because they were
Yeah.
passing around this pipe, and I was like, God, I miss sharing like a blunt
I
or a
know.
pipe.
Oh my
I miss
god.
it.
I have gotten to experience the joy of sharing a joint with a couple of people. Like, it is nowhere near as like there have been a couple of times in my life when I've gotten like sit around a huge bonfire with like 20-ish people and just pass the joint around.
Yeah,
But
I'm
like,
I can't believe I went to parties and someone would just hand me something and I would just smoke or drink it. Like, what? But I hung out with my friends recently. We all just had like little mini spliffs. We had our own little ones. It was fine, but
Mhm.
it's not the same.
Yeah, really, it's not. And even back then, I used to think, like, if I was, like, standing in a ring of, like, strangers, like, one of them might get me sick, and that's fine.
Mm.
You know? Yeah. I
yeah,
was like, I might get a head cold from this, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I think I was like at when I was like at my fashion, I was like at a fashion show, and people were like sharing a cigarette. Also, I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but even then, I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe I did this. But back in, if I was like, I couldn't do it, but I mean, I would have obviously back in the day. Just let me
Mhm.
just share a bunch of spit with people I met, a couple hours ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's most of human experience, I think.
True.
just sharing a bunch of spit with people. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was what I did. That was what I did when I used Grinder frequently.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly.
Exactly. Um,
Oh God.
there's another funny bit, which isn't funny, but I guess is my sense of humor. Like when they are previously talking about the bowling alley murder, like someone laughs and Marcy's like, "That's not funny," and then Bert goes, "Yes, it is, you fucking slut." And
It is very funny. Yeah, yeah.
like, I mean, maybe that's like, but it's so aggressive that it means they either
Yeah.
are very close friends or hate each other. There's no.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing. Because I mean, I would say that to I'm one of those people that is like horrible to my friends when I know that we actually like each other.
I mean, everyone needs someone like that, is the thing.
Yeah.
I also, okay, because this is like the last thing in my notes. The other thing is when he calls him like Professor, his dog's like Professor something, and he's like,
Yeah, Professor.
no, he's Doctor
Dr. Mambo.
Dr.
Dr.
Mongo.
Dr.
And they're like,
Mambo.
oh, is he a professor or a medical doctor? And he's like, Professor being a dog. And then the other thing,
Pretty good joke.
pretty good joke. But the other thing, so Bert's top says like right on and then a date. That's Mary Kate and Ashley's 18th birthday.
That's
What?
what the fuck.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I like know that period of time existed, right? But like,
And then
people were like insane 20 years ago.
people were insane. And then the sheriff is called Olson. And then apparently another piece of trivia is that Eli Roth would watch Holiday in the Sun, like American and Ashley movie on set. And
What the hell?
someone needs to call the
Oh,
federales, or
Dude, this is dark, some dark shit. I mean, like, yeah,
this
no,
is
this is like some dark
it's
shit.
dark in the whole movie, but I needed to point it out because I watched it and like my soul left my body. And then, I mean, later on when I do talk about the blueberry shit, um, everything.
I am you have when I double checked it with you about the time we were recording earlier today, you said, "Oh yeah, I have to remember to talk about Eli Roth's blueberry story," and I was in that moment. I was so terrified. I have endeavored to learn nothing more about it since. I'm just so scared of what the fuck you mean. So where
I mean, yeah.
okay, so what happens next is that the Harry, I think, the guy who Bert shot earlier, shows up at their door, and he looks like absolute shit. Like, he looks like he's melting. And Bert just like slams the door on him, and Harry's just like, well, I guess I'll just steal your car about it.
Yeah.
And then they're like they like run out and they like smack him around and beat him out of their car, and then they like light him on fire, and he burns to death, and the car somehow gets like splattered with blood both in and outside. Like, it looks like this thing just got a bunch of paint dumped
Because
on
he's
it.
like
Yeah.
vomiting blood because he's sick, like
Yeah,
projectile
yeah,
vomiting. And then, I mean, the wildest thing to me is like, yeah, he tries to steal the car, and they're like, okay, better kill him over this, because they grab the gun and like a knife, and like, like they are prepared to kill him over this car.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he runs away, and they're like, guess we'll deal with that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Another instance of this problem does not exist if I do not look
Yeah,
at it.
baby object permanence. It just doesn't exist. And
Right.
then like the next day, I swear the next day, I guess they show that he has fallen in the water, like the reservoir from where the cabin's
Right.
getting the water.
He does die. We find his corpse later because Paul like finds his body in the corpse disposal area, I guess, and just like falls directly on top of it because the ladder breaks. And it doesn't like.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't make him sick or anything, which is weird. But
No,
or maybe it does.
It's just.
I don't know.
It's impossible to say.
Yeah.
But so.
But before that,
Bert and Jeff like they like find their way to like a farm or something, and they try and talk to this woman who is like butchering a pig, and like she cuts it open and it like starts foaming on the inside. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And she like starts yelling at them about like, you gotta tell Marvin about this, that, and the other thing. And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't know Marvin. She's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, y'all, come on
Yeah,
in.
and
yeah.
they explain that like their cars was fucked up by this random guy who was living in the forest, and she's like, oh, you don't mean my cousin? And they're like, oh no, and then run away.
Yeah,
they see a picture of him, and they're like, oh fuck, that's definitely the guy we killed.
Yeah, the most suspicious like people in the world. I mean, again, I get that it's on purpose, but like this, it's the point of that maneuver. But it's like, subtlety is not, I guess, the way that Eli Roth likes to telegraph things.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
They book it out of there, and
they like wind up at it's not the cabin that they're staying at. It's like a different cabin that they
it's like a house.
meet up with they're like in a house randomly. Whose house is this?
I don't even know, but they're in like a pretty nice house, like overlooking the lake, and it's burned.
Yeah, and Marcy rolls up on her canoe.
Yeah.
And then there's like a really long shot of her ass
in like slow motion.
Gotta have it.
And
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Listen,
it,
I'm not going to try and say that like her ass looks bad or
no.
anything. I'm not going to lie to you.
No one would have accused you of that. No one would accuse you of that.
It's like her ass is not stellar enough to require a slow motion shot to take it in.
Yeah, especially in jeans. Like she's not. I think.
Right, like I don't know. She was.
I feel like in a pre-Kardashian world, our standard for asses was different.
You know what? That's really it.
Because I remember I have this very specific memory of like everyone talking about how big JLo's ass was, and then you look at pictures and you're like, that's really quite standard.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're in this house, and then they're just like, oh, we can't find anything. This is where the weird sheriff comes up to Paul.
Yeah, because tries to talk to Paul about like whatever's happening. Like I just said Officer John Lennon because he kind of looks like a forbidden fifth member of the Beatles until he takes his glasses off.
I called him McLovin.
He looks like that after he takes his glasses off. Like he starts with like he's got these fucking the Easy Rider like the big
Aviators,
reflective glasses.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he takes them off and he does just look like McLovin.
Mm-hmm. And this is when he's like, "Oh, you want to party? You guys partying?" He just keeps talking about partying, and like he sees Karen, and his whole kind of tone changes where he's like, "Oh, you guys should party." Like he doesn't even say anything of any note. I think he does say that he's gonna get a tow truck to them like the next day.
Yeah. And Paul is like concerned about the fate of the guy who ran away on fire last night, and the officer is just like, I mean, I guess this is just like true to what cops are like, which is like, he doesn't really matter. He was a homeless guy. What do we care? And he's just like, you gotta stay here and party. You gotta chill, man. And then he rolls out of there on a fucking dinky like 3-speed bike.
And he has like a BMX helmet, and he just like plops it on.
Yes.
He doesn't even like buckle up. He just pops it on top of his head and rides off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Karen's been Karen's been sick. She doesn't feel well.
Because she doesn't feel well. Paul checks in on her, and Karen's like, "Oh, Paul, you gotta stay in here with me. Fall asleep. I'm so freaked out about the murder that we did last night." And like the
yellow blood in the room is so gross. Like on a number of levels. Like so she's asleep, and they're kind of like spooning. They're cuddled up, but he takes that as an invitation, of course. And he's like kissing her, and she's, I mean, obviously there's no verbal consent or anything, but even outside of that, she just still seems kind of asleep.
She really like, does not seem into it.
Yeah.
And he is like kissing and touching her, and then he puts his hand down her pants, and there's definitely wet sounds. Which we find out is not because she's wet, but because she's got the virus and it's affected her pussy first, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's specifically like we get like a very brief shot of her thigh like being like completely fucking irradiated.
Yeah, but then the other guy.
But also her gooch is absolutely crushed by the.
Awful.
It's so
2 thumbs down.
And like I guess when the other guys get it, they check their groins first. Like this does seem to be like a dick pussy first disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean is like kind of Freudian on Mr. Roth's behalf.
On Eli's behalf, yeah.
Yeah.
But they make Karen sleep out in the shed because she's contagious.
So funny.
It is so funny. And there's a scene later where she's like in the dark smoking a cigarette, and she's like, "I'm gonna come in and infect all of you," which would be me. If I'm going down, we're all going down.
Exactly.
This is jumping forward a bit, but I'm thinking about the part where it's like it's cutting between the scene of Paul and Laura having like, or not Paul and there's not even a character named Laura. Paul and Marcy having like some of the weirdest sex, just because Marcy positions, this is later, but Marcy like positions herself on top of Paul and like starts thrusting in like it would not look right if this was T4T and Marcy was like, you know, slamming her bio strap into Paul.
Yeah.
Like it's just like such a weird thrust angle, but like it's so funny that is intercut with like just like Karen on her side looking like she just fell down the Family Guy stairs.
Yeah, the way she's fucking him is if like the vaginal canal was like at the top of the mons pubis and she was like fucking him, or if she had a strap bio or synthetic, like it still wouldn't make sense for the angle. So it's a confusing moment. It's a very unsexy scene. Like we said earlier, all the sex scenes are disgusting in some way or another. But yeah, they make her sleep outside. Everyone's obviously freaking out. Jeff is like, well, it started, so I'm just gonna leave and stay in the woods away from everyone, which is probably what I would do. I'd just be like, no, we need to stay away from each other, obviously. Right,
yeah, and Jeff is right.
He is right. But yeah, Marcy and Paul fuck because basically she's like, oh, we've got nothing else to, when we're all gonna die, and they fuck, and then he puts Listerine on his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she like cries in the bath
Yeah,
and shaves her legs.
yeah. Shaves are
It's
like after the
and
sex.
this. Yeah. It's but like that like leg shaving scene is
Oh.
insanity because it's like it's like she pulls off, she like shaves off skin at one point and then does it again. It's like, girl, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? She seems completely unsurprised by it as well. It's like, what direction did you give this woman? Like,
It seems like she's doing it on purpose almost, but then why does she put like the shape?
yeah, and why? And also,
Yeah, because I
why?
mean, if she's just like
You
just
know?
like fuck it, I'm gonna take all my skin off. Okay, that's like bonkers. But it's not. It seems like she accidentally
Yeah,
did it. Like that's a cool. I mean, it's a cool shot. Like I think that's the other thing I'd seen is the shaving the leg
sure, yeah.
scene. But there's no reason for her
Mm-hmm.
to do it. Even like as a like as a woman, I'm like, why would I shave my? There's not even any hair on my legs, but I'm like, why would I shave my legs after? Also knowing that I'm probably gonna die. I'm like, oh well, I better shave my legs. Like I don't give a fuck.
Right. I mean, this is just like, this writing just goes to show that, like, Roth has no idea what women do
No,
after
no,
sex.
I've never done that after sex. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get in the bathtub so
Yeah.
I definitely get a UTI, and then shave my legs.
Right.
Um,
For no one.
And then in the other trivia piece was when it said director trademark Eli Roth. Paul gets sick after having unprotected sex. What? How is that a trademark? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to go back and.
Oh, that's why he poured that's why he poured the Listerine on his dick. Not for any cabin fever disease related reasons, but like this is like I think he's just like believing in like some myth he once heard that like Listerine can cure STDs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
such
and
a
I
frat
think
myth.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like I've heard
speak-
like, oh, if you douche with Coca-Cola, like you don't get it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of frats, Bert jacks the truck and heads into town, and winds up at this is when we get the do not sit next to Dennis sign.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis just starts screaming apropos of nothing about pancakes. And then he jumps out of his seat and like does taekwondo to close the distance between him and Bert, grabs Bert's hand, takes a big bite out of it, and then looks at Bert like, oh dude, your blood tastes awful. It's a tremendous scene.
Yeah, and then the not Charlie from Twilight is like, now you've made him sick, and that's my problem.
And now we're all gonna get sick.
Yep.
Yeah, just immediately he's like, oh, you're sick. You've made my kid sick. Like it's it's obviously. I mean, hey, don't let your kid sit out front if he's gonna like bite people.
Right. But also, I just
Like-
love the writing here because it's like everyone has psychic powers when it's plot convenient for people too. It's just like,
Yeah.
just for like brevity's sake, they're just like, we'll just like have him know that he's got this disease and it's happening and whatever, and it's transferred by blood, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, even though it seemed like the hermit guy was patient zero for it to be on humans, he's just like, oh yeah, you're sick. Now my kid's sick and we're all gonna get sick. But no one seems to do anything about it.
Right, totally. Yeah, it's just like everyone just like gets out their guns and starts shooting people, basically.
Yeah.
And that is like the bulk of the rest of the movie.
Yeah, because this is when the bodies start piling up. Because the first death that we get is Marcy getting eaten by dogs. Like literally all that's left of her is a foot. Because like I think she after she shaves, she's like, oh, I gotta run away. Oh, it's so bad. And the dog Dr. Mambo smells the blood and is like, oh, I'm gonna eat this woman. And he does. He just eats all of her but her foot. And also Karen dies around this time because they walk into the shed to, I think Paul walks into the shed to like check on her and he like rolls her over and her face, she just looks like she came out of They Live. Like her face is just down to the eyeballs and teeth.
It's so
she's
funny.
got, it's so gross. Yeah, she
Yeah.
has no lips. At that point, and she's like looking at him and crying and he takes a shovel and bashes her head in, as you do. And then Bert he gets chased, right, by
Yeah,
the guys.
Bert gets chased by the general store guys who like follow him back to the cabin, and there's like three of them, and like they open the door in the cabin, and Bert's sitting there in like his easy chair with the BB gun. He's like, "Good night, fucker," and he's like clearly about to die. He gets blasted, like his head explodes like a watermelon. At this point, Paul shoots one of the guys in the door. Paul like beams one of the guys in the doorway with I don't even know what, just like smacks them with something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's like hiding in the door. He's like hiding behind the door, so when they open it, he can smack them after they
Yeah,
shoot. And then
he
the guy like misses the shot, shoots his friend, which is awful convenient. So then Paul can take out the other guy.
with a screwdriver into the ear.
Yeah, which speaking of last
And
night, I
then,
really
like
bad
the other
tinnitus, so I thought about doing this.
the big burly guy is like he's like fucking messing around with the lament configuration from Hellraiser, and then before he can do anything with it, he just gets an earful of screwdriver.
Yeah, he's holding a box, like a puzzle box, and then so he gets an he gets an earful,
Yeah,
um, and then and then it's like Paul's mission to escape. So I guess then he
yeah.
takes the car.
He finds out that like the water is what's making everything bad. While Paul is driving, he runs into a deer which like lands itself on his windshield in the funniest way, which is that like the head and like the two front hooves break through the windshield, and they're just like it's still alive but dying, and it's like just flapping its front hooves.
It's
And,
terrible.
The Paul shoots it with a shotgun, and this causes the deer to just like explode its head full of blood onto Paul's face.
I love when
Also,
everything is meat.
Yeah,
Like,
also when he kills Karen,
everything
like
is meat. Everything is meat, and like also, I think Eli Roth misunderstood the physics thing of like for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Like if you shoot someone in the face from the front, then their face will explode back towards you. Like,
and
because he blasts this deer with the gun, and like it just like it looks as though someone's standing behind the deer, like someone was like standing so that it was like Paul, like the deer was in between them and Paul, and then shot the deer from behind with the amount of blood that gets bukkakied onto Paul's face.
Oh, gross.
Also-
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
he gets blood in his face when he kills Karen, and it's like, do you know she's infected? And he just gets blood in his face. I guess he's resigned to it now.
Yeah.
Right. But
So he's like definitely sick. And then he gets out of the car, he runs, and he finds McLovin, who's hanging out with some. I think they mentioned they're like the underage teen drinking party.
Oh yes, exactly.
And he's partying, and this is again. I mean, it's a horror comedy that's not very funny or scary.
Yeah, and so Paul comes up, and like they have like a sort of altercation about the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, I need help, and then like the deputy gets like a radio in, and it's like, oh, those kids in the cabin, they're just killing everybody, and they're definitely sick. So if you see them, shoot them on sight.
And
there's
like
a fucking
the cop doesn't
party,
for some
like,
reason.
Yeah, the cop doesn't. The party dissolves, and
But like Paul gets into like altercate, like and definitely infects like a few people.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's also a guy playing a harmonica who accidentally swallows it and dies as a result of it.
Yeah, I think that like that's it, because the deputy is like, oh well, I can't shoot you, my gun's in the car. So he doesn't, and
And
then,
Paul like knocks him out.
Yeah, he tries to knock him. He hits him with something. One of the guys who is playing guitar, tries to hit Paul with the guitar, doesn't, misses. I think that's why the guy swallows the harmonica. It was all a blur at this point.
Yeah, this movie just kind of happens.
Yeah.
It definitely does. And I think
So-
Paul wanders to the road and like falls asleep and then wakes up in the hospital a lot.
Yeah, he falls asleep like right in front of a semi truck bearing down on him, but it manages to stop just in time to not turn him into paste. And I just like in my head, it's like you know how if you like put a water balloon on the ground and you step on it without popping it, it'll just kind of like distend to the size that your foot's not stepping on. Obviously,
Sure.
Like, I think that's what I think that's what would have happened if this truck had hit him. Like, there would have been no like bone or physical structure of Paul's body to like actually bump over. Like, it would have just like ballooned his head to look like Megamind temporarily as the 18 wheels, of course, like crushed the rest of his body. But fucking, we get like a sort of a quote unquote sad like view of the cabin of like all the dead bodies in it. It's like supposed to make us feel sad. Then we go to Paul waking up in the hospital, and it feels like. It feels like the third act of the movie is about to start, even though there's 5 minutes left in the film.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like there is like a third act crammed into this movie, but it's like it's nothing because.
But there's no reason for him to be there really at the hospital, like plot wise. But
right.
He is. There's a guy I think treating Dennis who's dressed as a rabbit. Just because, let's have a Shining reference.
Oh yeah, you got
horror movies.
Sure,
we
why
gotta
not?
do it. Yeah.
There's a chain. I was informed by Morgan that there was a Chainsaw Massacre reference or two in this one as well that I did not catch because I've not seen that. But so what happens is that Paul wakes up in the hospital and the cops are like, "Well, we gotta take care of him. They're like winking and nodding as they say this, and they're like, let's take him to the other hospital." And so he gets thrown in a car with McLovin cop and. McLovin cop like just takes him to just like throws his body into the river because like Paul is like water and he's like trying to warn them that it's the water that's contaminated, but they just like throw his corpse into the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I feel like is even stupider because I think like isn't the way you treat infectious diseases like burning the corpse usually?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, put them in a water source.
Yeah, like this is basic common sense at this point.
Even for disposing of a body, you wouldn't put it in water that people actually drink, you know?
Exactly. Right, exactly.
Yeah. We see this corpse later in the lake as like two children are gathering water for their lemonade stand downstream of this corpse.
Right.
But so yeah, they dump him. He gets his body dumped. And then Jeff like emerges from the woods like Hillary Clinton 2 months after the 2016 election and finds all the dead bodies. Thanks, Blair.
Cutting edge.
Listen, I'm sorry, I just cannot stop thinking about that time, that like those like 3 months in which like Hillary just changed her profile picture to that guy from Tokyo Ghoul and said don't text and
exactly.
just went to the woods. I know this is so long ago now, but it was so funny.
To be fair, I would 100% do the same. I'd be like, just for what? Fuck you. If I failed that miserably, then yeah. Twice. I failed twice. Don't text.
She's the least delectable human being alive, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can't wait to be told to vote for her or die in 2028.
Oh,
my God.
You know, she would not suffer that humiliation again.
No, she would. I think she would.
No. It's gonna be Liz Warren. You know it.
Oh God, fine. Yeah, yeah, okay. But so Jeff emerges from the woods and finds all the carnage in the cabin, and then he walks out of the cabin and is like, I fucking made it, I survived, I did it. And then he just gets Bonnie and Clyded, just like riddled with bullets for like 10 interrupted seconds.
Which again, because I was watching this with my mum like in and out of the room, she started singing Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It's and then the movie ends with the like we talked about earlier, the three black people like walking into the store, and there's that moment of terror where you're like, oh God, are these people's brains about to get painted all over the inner store? But you know, the Santa Claus gets his N-word pass, and he gives them the gun, says the N-word like 5 or 6 times to them,
and they party.
Yeah, they party, and then we pan out to, like, the fucking Charlie Daniels band playing banjos on the front porch. And then we also get, like, an ominous shot of, like, a truck, like, delivering water bottles from this water source to the town, and that's how the movie ends.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. For some reason, this film was remade. I am not seeing that.
Schlocktober 2018, Schlocktober 2022, you best believe. Sorry. In my defense, the Cabin Fever remake is 2018, and that's where I'm getting mixed up.
Fair enough.
You just like had a stroke or something. I was very worried.
Schlocktober 2022, you're coming back for Cabin Fever 2018.
Great.
That is like not enough time. Like, what is that? 14 years? Like that's not
16. 16, yeah.
That's not enough time to
Well,
pass.
it's not like this was like an iconic film or something, but like
yeah, nobody was thinking about it.
No,
Except,
it didn't need to. It's not a good
right.
film. Like, why are we remaking it?
Yeah, this was like just for Eli Roth. Like,
It
Right.
was, yeah, it was for him to jerk off to. Oh, that was me remembering.
yes.
The
Oh, yes, yes,
blueberry.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that
Yeah,
was my.
before we get into our ratings, we need to talk about whatever the fuck the Eli Roth blueberry story is. I'm so scared.
Okay, so I think the story goes. I reread it. Um, you guys know. Oh no, they didn't. ONTD. For anyone that doesn't, it was like a drama live journal website.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Where it'd
Yeah.
have like celeb drama or whatever on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Eli Roth was hanging out with Christoph Waltz. This was like right after Inglourious Basterds came out, so he was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they were hanging out on Twitter. And I think the reason that it's mentioned as a blueberry incident was because like Christoph Waltz says, "Oh, does this go to everybody's blueberries?" Meaning like blackberries.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what a sweet German old man.
I
Anyway,
know.
anyway, so like then at some point in the evening, Eli Roth tweets like, "Oh, I love ONTD." Like he finds it and thinks it's cool because they're all like bitching about celebs. He's reading
Mm-hmm.
about it. He makes an account and then proceeds to have cyber sex with like everyone on it.
That's insanity.
It's
That's
insane.
that's king behavior.
Well, is it?
I no, but like in my head, like if
I
you
mean,
said
he's
to
a
me
guy
the
with
Eli Roth-
vibes, for sure.
You said to me
Definitely.
the Eli Roth blueberry incident, and I was terrified this was going to be like, okay, so I thought the story was going to open up about like, I don't know, like a fetish site dedicated to like the blueberryification from Willy Wonka.
That I wouldn't put it past him
Yeah,
personally.
certainly.
Right?
But like, yeah, so he has cyber sex with everyone, with a bunch of people, like a bunch of people going to his DMs, send pictures, I guess. He posts a picture of a crumpled up tissue and like tweets, "Oh, ONTD, these blueberries got me tweeting one-handed."
Oh my god.
Like he's publicly like, yeah, you guys, I'm jerking off with a bunch of strangers who I don't know how old they could be. Right? I don't know.
Exactly. Like, it's the
Huh?
internet.
I
Yeah,
would like to
that's
rescind my statement of this being king behavior.
yeah. It would be king behavior if everyone was like a confirmed adult, with the whole
Yeah,
old twin situation now. I'm like,
letterboxed verified adult.
yeah, exactly. And he like released a statement. He like wrote it on his blog or something. He was like, "Well, if I had one night stands with a bunch of, at like a fan convention, it wouldn't be a big deal." Which I agree with. Like, it wouldn't really be. I mean, it's still like, oh, you're a celebrity and these people are fans of yours. But like, yeah, if
Right.
you,
I think today it would be a
Morally
big deal,
reprehensible to be
honestly.
sure, but like,
yeah, today it would.
yes, absolutely.
But I'm like, if you like had a one night stand with someone you met at a convention, you're a celebrity. I'm sure that's happened loads of times.
Oh,
Assuming
absolutely.
everyone is age appropriate and is fully as consensual as
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
totally.
so
Cool.
pursuant to that, I have a question, which is of like how like like scream kings and like scream kings and queens and like guys who have like been around the block for like people who like are just kind of like paying, like they talk about this on We Hate Movies occasionally, like guys who are paying their bills from like one horror movie appearance and they're doing convention appearances afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, who has had the most convention sex as a result of doing this circuit? I'm
I would. I want to know and I don't want to know. I
Oh,
hope
yeah, same.
like it's probably some fucking weirdo creep. I want to say
Yeah.
who I see. This is the thing. I was gonna say, oh, if it was me, I'd say Tony Todd. Like if I'm hooking up,
oh,
if I'm hooking up with a convention king, Tony
Mhm.
Todd. But I bet
it's Tony Todd in a heartbeat.
yeah, but it's probably and then I'm like, wear the candy band coat.
Mhm.
But it's probably
just turn it, just like opening, like before you get into the mood, just opening your phone and just searching ASMR bees buzzing 10 hours.
exactly. But it's probably the guy who's like the boyfriend in Candyman because I think he was like kind of funny, like kind of dodgy, not
Sure,
good
sure,
funny.
sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I think it's. I have a feeling it might be him.
Mm.
My answer is going to just be the answer is inexplicably one of the guys who played Jason Voorhees.
Sure.
Definitely, yeah. But yeah, he has cyber sex with them, and then so he calls them blueberries, and then like the next day he posts like a picture of himself like topless in like a robe, and it says like I heart ONTD, like with a post-it note on his like hairy chest, which
Weird.
I did have a big crush on him, but like that's weird. That's weird. And then the next day he posts a picture of him like in his pool eating blueberries. Like I guess it's meant to be like a sexy picture. And he's like,
Sure.
had a wonderful night. And the funniest line from it is when he says best Yom Kippur ever.
Oh my god.
You know when you're meant to be like repenting for your sins?
Yeah.
That Yom Kippur?
Yeah. Oh my god. He is a type of guy. He's a type of guy that doesn't exist anymore, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's why he kind of fell off, because I'm like, there is no room for you, sir.
Yeah. Like, he's got, like, pickup artist vibes.
Absolutely bizarre energy. I feel like I've been on a date with a guy like this.
Sure.
Where I'm like, something's off. So there's definitely something off about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in Glorious Bastards, he was very sexy in that because he shot Hitler in the face.
Yeah. Hey, who could blame you?
Who could blame me? There's a big guy with a hairy chest who's beating up Nazis. Sign me up.
Exactly.
So as we transition into our ratings of this movie, I would like to remind that Schlocktober's rating scale is a little bit skewed, which is that, did you have a fun time watching this bad horror movie? Because, like, you know, there are some movies we watched in Schlocktober that are like absolute delight. Like Jason X, not a good movie. One of the most fun like movie watching experiences I can remember for doing for this podcast.
Oh, totally.
Compared to like Fear.com, which is both a bad movie and also just a fucking snooze fest. Mm-hmm. Like, I barely kept my eyes open through that. So on a scale of Fear.com to Jason X, how many pancakes are you going to give this movie? And this is from 0 to 5 pancakes.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 2. Like,
yeah, there's
bits which I think work, but in general, like, I don't think this is very good. I feel like there are better horror comedies out there. If you just want gore and like fucked up effects, there are better films for that.
Yeah.
And even if you want just like fucking watch Evil Dead if you want a Cabin in the Woods movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, or just watch Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah. I mean, my pick would be the first Evil Dead movie, which is my favorite Evil Dead movie.
But even you're doing better if you're watching Cabin in the Woods than doing this, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which is like I mean, if we're talking about if we then watch a Joss Whedon movie over this.
Exactly. Yeah.
It ain't good.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel strangely, but I think it's like I was transfixed by this movie. Like, it did not bore me. Like, it just kept happening, and I was every new thing that happened made me go like, what is going on here? Or it's just, I felt like I was watching like 17 different movies at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
So this is also a 2 pancaker for me.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 3. I think just because of how like I don't know, like glued to it I was. I was like, what the hell, entirely.
No, I understand what you're saying, Blair, because like when I watched, I had like one drink because it was like 5 o'clock when I watched it, and I by the time the drink set in, I was like, what the fuck is going? It was like in Willy Wonka. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, when they go through the tunnel.
Yes.
That's what this film was like. Yeah, exactly. And I was mostly sober, so I agree.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't, but so that probably has a lot to do with it. But I was, it's off the fucking chains. Like everything that happens is the next most intense possible thing that could happen.
Yeah, like, I don't recommend watching it sober at all.
No. It's not meant for that. But yeah, do we have any questions, Sarah?
We have a shitload of questions.
Yeah, sorry about that. I feel like I don't know if that was me or because it's Shocktober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, so it shows how like big my head is. I'm like, oh, it's obviously because it was me.
No. This is listen. This is your return to podcasting.
It is.
It's a big deal.
my return, I had a sabbatical. I'm back. I mean, I don't know, I'm back
Yeah.
currently, but I do love talking about horror movies, so I'll try and rock on.
Yeah.
So first question from Nevi Sticks at Nickelwolf: which male character should have hung dong in order to make the nudity more egalitarian?
Jeff.
McLovin cop.
Oh.
Should we go around and say our pick?
Yeah, my pick is McLovin cop. He should have just had his cock out.
Yeah, I guess mine is Jeff.
Yeah, in the sex scene.
Yeah.
Mine would be.
Show me Jeff's big fat cock while he's getting pegged.
I was, well, that's not what I was gonna say. I was like, show me it while he's getting like fucking riddled with bullets.
No, it should have been like RoboCop. Like they should have shot him in the dick.
Exactly. Brilliant. Genius.
I was
Just a really big Prince Albert.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be when Bert like checks if he's got the infection. He like pulls down. He like looks at his groin. I thought he was gonna whip his dick out then, and I think he should have. And I think it should have been a normal dick, but it's just like sloughs off.
Yeah.
It just falls like just free GRS.
Yeah.
So rough. That is not medically sanctioned. Do not give yourself leprosy.
This next question from Havana Bit of the Old Syndrome.
Nice.
BLM 1312 at Antigone Progony. For almost 2 decades, I yearned for the weird off-brand medicated lollipops for that my mom bought when we went to Hocking Hills, and I got cabin fever (real) sinus infection.
I see.
What's a candy you remember from your childhood that doesn't exist anymore? For me, it's the Willy Wonka brand Shockers. With a Z, I think it was. They were like, it was like Spree but sour, and like you can get like jumbo sour Spree now, which like basically are the same thing. But like I miss Shockers.
Interesting. I was not a big candy head growing up, but I think most of them still exist. Anything that I was like into, but I do remember going to like a craft store, something specifically about a craft store, and lining up for that. And, like, just seeing all the, like, baby bottle pops and, like, ring pops and shit like that.
Yes.
And being like...
Wonder Ball.
Oh, my God. That's right. They don't do one... Oh, dude. You guys. A Wonder Ball was basically, like, a Disney-themed Kinder Egg, as I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I loved a Kinder Egg. I mean, you guys didn't have them because, you know, you can have guns but no Kinder Eggs.
Exactly.
Right.
No, for me, it's... did you guys ever have Mars Delight?
I think I've heard it described to me before. It's like, is it like a Snickers without the nuts, basically?
Kind of, yeah. It's like it's a Mars bar, but like smaller, a little bit lighter, and then it had like a wafer going through, so it's like kind of like a blend between like a Kit Kat. It was nice. I don't know what it was.
That sounds lovely, honestly. Like, I mean, yeah, I can go to town on some fucking nougat. I can go to town on some fucking wafer.
Yeah, and do you remember those the candy cigarettes, specifically the ones I always used to get was Spider-Man themed? So they had Spider-Man. Yeah, the Spider-Man tattoos.
Yes, I only had those once. In my freshman year of college, my first year, I lived on like a floor with all the like exchange students, and so like. And I was, like, friends with someone who did, like, organizing events. So I did, like, adult Halloween, like, bringing all these sort of, like, non-Americans to do, like, trick-or-treating. Acquired those Spider-Man candy cigarettes in the process.
I love those so much. And now I think about it, it'd be kind of cool to get, a real Spider-Man tattoo. I don't know how good that'd be for my modeling career, because it probably needs to be photoshopped out. But I think it'd be very funny, and I do like Spider-Man.
Yeah. It would be very funny is the thing. It's
Hieronymus... sorry.
No, go
Hieronymus Goat at Curse Goat asks, why is this movie like that? With capital L, capital T like that?
I mean, I think you know why.
Eli Roth?
Yeah.
He's horny and got psoriasis.
Like, give the guy a break. It's 2002. He's horny.
I will not give the guy a break.
Yeah. Under no circumstances do you have to give Eli Roth a break.
9/11 just happened. America was in a weird place.
Exactly. He was grieving.
This movie was an attempt to help this nation heal, and you attack Eli like this?
Have
Yeah.
you ever seen those clips of like when because the first like big stadium like thing held after WWE, like after 9/11, first public thing was a WWE show,
Oh my god,
and
yeah.
and the whole thing like is like fuck terrorism. We're
Yeah.
here. WWE is going to defeat terrorism.
Yeah. Oh man.
Vince McMahon is personally going to deliver a suplex to Osama bin Laden.
No, but the video of John Cena announcing that Osama bin Laden is dead, another highlight of mine.
There's
Oh,
just like American politics are like the fever dream of a crazy person. Like it's just like it's nightmarish and it makes no sense.
I feel like British politics is the same, but if you'd watched a lot of like Downton Abbey, if you just
Yeah.
if you had like a fever and you fell asleep watching the BBC.
Yeah, you would like whatever, 1,000 monkeys on 1,000 typewriters. You would invent
Right.
the British political like scene right now.
Yeah.
But that is the only thing I could think to explain, like, both Boris Johnson and Keir Starmer, like monkeys on typewriters.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Everyone is just banging their heads into walls and then thinking,
Yeah.
you know what? I've got a great decision for you. Lying.
Yes. Man. Oh, more questions.
Please.
Haunting the Morgology at Haunting the Morgue asks, why do I keep confusing Cabin Fever and Cabin in the Woods? Very similar movies. I think that's a reasonable confusion. What would you do if you found this hermit looking like that? I would offer him some food and water, but I would do like fucking contactless. I would have him chill in the shed and do contactless delivery for the guy.
Yeah. Like, sit 6 feet away, but like call the cops about it.
Right. Maybe not the cops.
I don't know, like an ambulance.
Yeah, I'd call the ambulance. I'm not going.
Definitely an ambulance.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
No, the cops would take a look at this guy and would just again Bonnie and Clyde him.
Yeah.
Lastly, what's your favorite kind of pancakes? I was a chocolate chip fan, but there's a one of the diners near me that I haven't been able to go to since COVID happened. They got like this delicious banana walnut pancake that I miss so badly.
I struggle with a pancake.
Yeah.
I feel like it is a once a year thing for me. Maybe twice if my roommate wants me to make them for her. I usually err on the side of like chocolate chip, but I like remember growing up I the only thing I wanted was just like a paper thin buttermilk pancake.
Yeah, pancakes aren't really like well, over here like we'll call pancakes more like a crepe. Like a
Sure.
crepe is a pancake to me.
Right, yes.
But I guess with that I just like sugar.
Sure.
Or if I'm having a crepe, savory
Yes.
one with mushrooms is very nice.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I'm more of a otherwise like for like an American style pancake, like a fluffy one. I'm more of I'm more of a waffle gal.
Same.
But
Yeah,
I would say like ironically, blueberry probably.
Mhm.
Genuinely, I think you can put blueberry in anything and it makes it better, like blueberry muffin, blueberry waffles, blueberry whatever.
I agree.
And sadly, it's been tainted, I think, now.
Hopefully not too much.
Yeah, now I brought it up, it's going to be like slightly different in everyone's minds for a little bit, but I'm being genuinely serious.
Yes.
I like a blueberry flavoring. I had I had like a boba tea with my dinner today, which had the blueberry like pearls.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like blueberry is like one of those things that like it's an okay berry just on its own, but it's like truly like at its best when it's in something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it just like elevates, but by itself, best. It's it's like any I was watching the Spice Girls, like the Spice Girls performances earlier, and I guess it's kind of like that. Like separately, it's okay. Together with something else, amazing.
Absolutely. Any more, Sarah?
Yes, 4 more. See you, Space Indian at FlourishCaster _ asks, have you ever been camping or cabining? If so, do you like it? What's the funniest thing you ever witnessed while camping or cabining? my family was a big camping family. Like my parents bought a pull behind
Sure.
camper, like a pop-up camper, and we used that a lot for a lot of my childhood. So I've done a lot of like camp like not tent camping, but like camping still. I do not like it. It
No.
is not something that I enjoy very much. I would like to reintroduce myself to the idea of camping with people who I am not immediately related to,
Yeah.
which I think might be a fun idea. But I'm trying to think of the funniest thing that I saw or witnessed while camping or cabining, and I'm truly drawing a blank. Like no, I've truly got nothing.
Yeah, I like so yeah, I was in the Scouts growing up, so I went to a lot of summer camp in like high school and shit. And in middle school, of course, obviously. And so like yeah, camping used to be a way bigger like fixture of my life when I was like younger. And then as soon as I became an adult, I was like, "Oh, I have agency over my life. I don't love doing this actually, so I'm going to stop doing it."
Yeah.
And like I have been to like cabins and shit since, of course. And like enjoy it. Especially like if it's like a very limited amount of people that's going to be there and I can just sort of like chill and enjoy a body of water, which is largely
Yes.
the appeal for me. But yeah, it's I'm never like super excited to go camping. The only thing I can think of is, and it's a secondhand story, my roommates like my roommate, like her and her mom used to go, like camping was her vacationing basically. And like she used to bring like a bunch of friends, like her mom, and like she would always bring a friend with her, and like famously like every time her mom would like moon her and her friend that they like brought it together, like go camping. And it's like, I'm so glad I was not that close with you when we were of that age, because I don't think I could like speak with your mother.
That's a lot to deal with. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, no, my mother's a lot. I don't think she'd done that. She's mooned me before, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
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 I'm a motherfucking city girl. So
And you're making do.
I'm making do. I'm not going camping. I've never been camping in my life. I don't think I ever want to go camping. I think as a kid I wanted to go, but like I didn't actually want to go. Someone to do it because it was in movies.
Right.
And like I've never really been in a cabin. I mean, I've been in like a chalet, which is
sure.
And like a which I guess.
Oh, you were pegging Timothy?
I wish.
You've been in a chalet.
Yeah,
I've been in the Timmy chalet. No, it's just like, but like caravanning, like in the UK.
Sure.
I did that once because my mum insisted, because she used to do it as a kid, and I was like full blown into my emo phase at the time. So
you wanted nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Every time I listen to Panic at the Disco, I get like flashbacks to being in the back of the car, like wanting to die.
Yep.
And I hated it. I hated it so much. And I think it was the only time my grandmother was ever like kind of mean to me. Where she was like, grow up, basically.
Oh, sure.
It was the only time she ever said anything like that to me. She was always, very sweet.
Right, of
so
course.
I must have pissed her the fuck off. I must have been too emo. I must have pissed her off because I've never seen that happen ever in my life. And then we went to Wookie Hole, which is like a cabin in Cheddar.
Sure.
It's like a cabin, yeah. And there were witches in it. I didn't see any witches, but had a great time.
And all people, they absolutely would have revealed themselves to you.
Yeah,
exactly. Me, like full emo teenager, they would have been like, yeah,
they would have felt the vibes and be like, oh, we have to present ourselves. We have to do the fucking Hex Girls song for this girl.
Exactly. So if there are witches there, I would know about it.
Right. Old pumpkin tits.
Yeah.
At Orba Dia Aaron. If a kid offered you lemonade that would slew off all your skin and make you vom blood, but it only cost 5 cents and was very good lemonade, would you drink it? I don't. God, this is a hard one.
I don't like. I don't buy lemonade from kids under normal circumstances.
You know what? You got a point there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
I
trust
gotta.
kids.
Either I'm making my own Minute Maid at home, or I'm not doing it.
Yeah, have you guys ever had lavender lemonade? Because I made that
I
one.
haven't.
I have.
Oh.
Ain't that, didn't they make that one up for that Tumblr post?
I thought I made it once. That's delicious. So I might consider it if it was lavender lemonade. But
Mm-hmm.
probably not. Like I don't trust kids to. I don't know if children don't know about like food safety anyway. So if I was gonna
Yeah.
have something that a child made, I would assume it was gonna make all my skin fall off.
Yeah. I'm bad at supporting local businesses.
Hmm.
No, jokes. But yeah, no.
Big challenges at Bigger Challenge. Name a horror movie that could be improved if one of the characters could do sick kung fu flips. I want to see Nightmare on Elm Street, but Robert Englund is just like fucking backflipping down the hall of the boiler room like he's doing a floor routine in gymnastics.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plausible sequel. You know, that sounds like a plausible
Right,
Nightmare on Elm
like
Street
I
sequel.
actually, you know, now that I say that, I feel like I've actually like walked into a bit of danger having said that without having seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, because there is the incomplete, very real possibility of him killing a gymnast and like him doing like an uneven bars routine or something, and like in his dismount he like slashes her chest to shreds as
Yeah,
he does a flip off the.
or it's like a Bruce Lee reference or something. Like there must be there's probably something in what there's like 14 films or something. So
Right,
probably.
yeah. Just law of
Right.
large numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say literally any because have you seen Blade? It's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I my pick is Alien, right?
Oh
like
my
right
God,
at the
yeah.
end. Like Sigourney Weaver is just like, nah, face up, and she goes into like Bruce Lee stance.
Yeah, the
She
alien should
Jackie,
also know martial arts, though, I think.
yeah, one of them needs to be like drunken master Jackie Chan style, and I think
Mm,
the other needs to be like Bruce Lee. Mm,
mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, I don't know. I think those are both like, but I like definitely second your like general answer of like basically anything that doesn't already contain it.
Basically anything. It'd be kind of cool. I mean, my dad's very into kung fu movies, so I've seen quite a few.
Sure,
And
yeah.
they fucking, even when there's no plot, even when it's bad dubs, those films slap. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'll go to Bruce Lee, king shit. That's a fucking king right there. Like, he did that shit. So any film, basically.
Yeah. Let's get him in. Let's get it in Videodrome. You know, let's get it in.
Yeah.
Let's get it in the thing.
Yeah, let's get it in the
Oh my
fly.
God. The thing as the dog doing doing kung fu flips down the hallway.
Absolutely.
No, but
Fucking Wilford Brimley, like.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say Keith David. Just
Oh my
Keith
God.
David would be the one to know
Yes.
kung fu in
Yeah.
that film.
Mm-hmm.
And I think yeah, any John Carpenter movie really. Um,
It would sing with the addition of kung fu, with the addition of these kung fu flips.
Yes,
no,
absolutely.
because yeah, I mean, although one of the best bits of any John Carpenter movie is the fight scene from They Live,
Oh
which is
yeah,
just like
that's true.
dudes fucking grappling and wrestling. Ugh. So yeah, again, any film's probably better with like a fight sequence or like an unsexy sex scene.
Absolutely.
Guys, you need to understand, or dance sequence again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lastly, last question. PR at PR the Disaster. Remembering the one foot that got left behind, how likely do you think a zombie retelling of Cinderella is going to come out? I feel like we have like if the Cinderella of this if Amazon's Cinderella had come out like in 2000 like 8 or 9, whenever Vampires Suck came out, if Cinderella
Oh, we're
had
talking
come,
11, 12-ish, honestly.
Yeah.
If not
Yeah,
later.
If Amazon's Cinderella had come out in 2010, it would have definitely like not a whole movie about it, but like Zombie Cinderella would have absolutely happened in Scary Movie 5.
Yeah, or like Pride and Prejudice and zombies, like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my God!
That
Yeah,
the
it was-
zombie
Did
craze.
either of you happen? Did either of you happen to have the misfortune of seeing Amazon Cinderella?
Absolute-
No.
Absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like
I was
there-
like, this isn't for me, so I'm just gonna not
like
see it.
like
Mm-hmm.
fucking there was like a 5-minute lead up to getting Idina Menzel to sing "Material Girl." Like they have to like spend five
That's
minutes
right. It's a
setting up that
jukebox musical.
punchline.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There's a there the big like at the big ball, like the ball that's like the pivotal scene of the movie. There is a transition from Salt and Peppa's "What a Man" to Seven Nation Army.
Oh my god. I remember
And it just hits like a brick.
I heard the like Rhythm Nation cover they did, and I was like, you can't, the amount of disrespect that Janet
Yeah.
Jackson has faced, you're just
Yeah.
adding on to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uncalled
no,
for.
it was completely uncalled for, especially because there's so many Cinderella movies. Like,
Oh, I know. And
yeah,
it's
just
had its
whatever.
time. Like,
Yeah,
we kind of like we already did the Cinderella moment. It was like
There was
the
that
early
Hilary
aughts.
Duff one,
I
like
love
in the
that
mid
one.
aughts as well.
The
Mm-hmm,
Whitney
mm-hmm.
one, like, we've Cinder. Just watch a Whitney Houston one, or watch a Cinderella. I love a Cinderella story.
Also, it's also I have to admit the casting decision in Amazon Cinderella is really brave to just cast your lead as someone who can't sing. It's
And had to go to like racism rehab, you know?
Yeah.
It's,
Jesus.
was she the was she wait, she was in Little Mix, right? Is
no,
that
she
what
was in
Carmela
Fifth Harmony, and
That's the one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one.
was like so
I'm
racist. You had to go to like a camp to like get rid of it.
So funny. Oh my god.
Yeah,
there were more questions to the PR tweet though. I should say.
I would say okay. So if they remade anything with like a zombie theme, my pick would be Snow White because she does die.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Yeah, and make it, I don't know, maybe like
Zombie Lion King,
where she's kind of
Zombie Lion King.
yeah. Oh, Zombie Lion King.
Mm.
Yeah, undead Dilf Mufasa. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but he's just like crushed. He's just
Yeah,
flat.
his skull is like concave on one side.
Exactly.
If you were forced at gunpoint to make a zombie retelling of something, what would it be? I think it would also be Zombie Lion King. I must stay true to my roots.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. My body like sort of starts to shrivel slightly when I start thinking about remakes. But I like, yeah, Snow White seems like right. I don't know, like Singing in the Rain. I don't know, the producers like just whatever, doesn't matter.
Zombie Ghostbusters.
Zombie Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'd probably do like, I don't know, a romance, like a rom-com. No, not a rom-com, like a gothic romance of some sort.
Oh yeah.
So Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pushing Daisies because but make it. I mean, that is a zombie movie. That is a zombie TV series, I guess. Just make it so she's like kind of decaying or something.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Or the second season is he releases a fucking zombie virus.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, that's questions. Now, before we get out here, we do still have recommendations to do. So we're coming up on 2 hours of recording. So let's just do a quick round the horn of what we are recommending this week. My recommendation was going to be something, but I've completely forgotten what it was. So I will go last if that is okay.
Sure. My recommendation this week is going to be Why with question marks 19 album, AOKOHIO. I've been like sort of like revisiting it because I saw it live before I
everything.
I saw him on tour before I'd actually like listened to the album.
Okay.
Yeah, and now I've been like actually sitting with it, and I was like, hey, this was good. I wish I appreciated it more when I was like seeing it being performed, but it's good. And if you like Why with a question mark, I don't know, you probably have already listened to it.
Mine's gonna be Midnight Mass because I've just been watching it and I'm Catholic and I love spooky things, and it's like, hey, hot priest, Catholicism. And like I feel like Mike Flanagan kind of always does I always like what he does. It's good character stuff. It's like a gothic horror. I never find his stuff scary. I found Midnight Mass to be scary.
Ooh, interesting, yeah.
I usually find it just like kind of gothic or upsetting, but this I'm like, oh no, fuck.
Yeah.
So I recommend it, and I'm not easily spooked. So go ahead.
Yeah.
I guess my recommendation this week is going to be, I have been listening to a lot of Los Campesinos again lately.
Right on.
And so I'm going to recommend the album, No Blues, because it's really good.
Classic.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right on.
That's it for that's it for all of the regular stuff. So Alex, thank you so much for coming on, especially coming on at such a last minute, because we had someone else lined up, but something an emergency came up. So we really appreciate you coming on at such short notice. This was an absolute delight.
Hey, I'm glad I was here. I need to come on more often because
Yes,
you know me.
absolutely.
You know me. I'm a sick bitch and I love hurry. So
100%.
I need to be on. Yeah, get me in for the real bad stuff, the real gross stuff. I can handle it. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
I will do Hostel with you if you want.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug for us today?
Not really. I mean, obviously, check out See Girls Make Do. There's the whole series of that, and we started County Girls Make Do. There's no look for the record. There's no big drama. We did not have a falling out. We both just had very hectic lives as of late.
Yes.
And needed a break. So we'll probably get back to it someday. But yeah, you can click if you're on Noise Space, I think you can click on my little profile. If not, my Twitter is at Alex the Virgo. So you can see what I'm up to there.
There we go. Yes. If you want to find me online, you can do so. I'm just like, this is it. This is all I do. Plus, I'm on Twitter at Blair Kitsch. Look at the things I say on the internet. Sarah.
Yeah, I can be found on Twitter at Sunhazhenya, SUNHATZHENYA, and also now it's time to do all the things for the podcast, because you can find us on Twitter at Fearbaiting, and also patreon.com/fearbaiting if you would like to support the podcast. $1 a month, bit of a tip jar. Sometimes we get the episodes up early, and if we do, you will get them if you are that $1 a month donor. $5 a month, get your name out on the podcast, as well as a message. $10 a month, all of that, and you get to choose a movie for us to watch. You can force us at gunpoint to watch something. And so thank you very much to Luna Wolf, Paul Moran, and Paul Bechtel. Thank you to Noisepace.xyz for hosting this and so many other great podcasts. Thank you to Matt GameCube for being the proprietor of Noisepace.xyz. Thank you to Blair for the incredible cover, or the incredible promo art that he did for this month. I think it felt like he just knocks it out of the park every fucking time.
Yeah, it's
just
sick.
Unbeatable.
Thank you.
Thank you, Seda, for our intro and outro music. You can find them making music as people you meet outside of bars. Head to gaygothvibes.online for more of their music. I believe that's everything.
That seems like everything.
Yeah.
I have done this show for over 200 episodes, and I'm still extremely unsure about whether or not I've said everything at the end of the episode. But until next time, I'm Sarah.
I have been Blair. And with us we have
Alex.
And remember...
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, you get to do it.
Do you know it?
No, why is my mind's gone blank? It's quite late
No,
here.
you're fine.
You can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Pardon?
You can put a
fucked up guy anywhere.
Oh, okay, you can put a 4-foot guy anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I thought
That
that's
too.
what... You both
No,
said at the same time. You can
Fucked
put a fucked
up.
Oh, that's it. You can put a fucked up guy anywhere. I mean, you
We
can
got
also
it.
probably put a 4-foot guy anywhere. That's not a big...
Yeah.
That's not a big person. Yeah.
That's the premise of the Saw movies is just Jigsaw putting a 4-foot guy anywhere, and the 4-foot guy is Billy.
You can put Danny DeVito anywhere.
That's so fun. And you should.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Good night. Sorry.
No, you're fine.